Channel, John J. Caslow. Beloved people, we are in God's hands, we are secure in His power, and we are guided by our divine spark. We humans reveal ourselves within the earth and on the earth. The family of humanity is a family preceded throughout the universe by the reputation of unlimited love for all that is, a love for all life so great that we enter into the game on earth in separation from God. We consciously accept all the risks and dangers that this journey entails. Life after life we begin to jump back into the unity of God. Life after life we strive back to the source until one day we break all boundaries and the ship of our longing carries us homeward. This describes the love of people, to separate themselves from God of their own free will. This truth deserves to be repeated often and often, because only in this way is a deeper understanding of current events on the upper earth possible, and fateful events can be interpreted accordingly. Experiences are created on earth that are not possible on any other world in God's creation, because on no other world do creatures experience themselves separated from the Creator for so long. In this way, the infinite possibilities of the past and future are acted out. In doing so, humanity has asserted itself as the gender that remembers God under the most difficult conditions and finds its way back to God. This task was completed by us from within the earth a long time ago and is now being mastered in the same way by you on the upper earth. So today we can happily say, the planet of love is on the way to unity. This path is destined for humanity as a whole within and above the earth. Everything that is required for this is now being set in motion and put into position. We help the universe to grow by allowing God to experience Himself as human and man as divine. How perfect beings who have fallen from the unity of God deal with imperfection and limitation, makes every species in this universe look upon humanity in awe. The time for these loops of experience and repetition is over today. Everything moves out of time. In this way the upper earth is also made new in the divine spirit and given new souls by divine grace. The merger, what is said is, we have arrived at the point where the lives of people on the upper earth are fulfilled, far away from false conditioning. What we accomplished long ago in Agartha and Telos now awaits our brothers and sisters on the upper earth. What awaits you and what is increasingly happening in people is, the merging of human daytime consciousness with the fully conscious divine self. You are now being led into this process, and all developments are coming together through the emerging spiritual awakening of people. Like streams that pour into the ocean from different directions, the energy now flows towards unity. Everything is pushing towards awakening and a comprehensive perception of what is. What has once been brought to life can no longer die. This spiritual law comes into play now. The preparations for this revival have been completed. What's still missing? What is still missing is, that those who are undecided make up their minds, that they make their choice and decide to live their true lives, that those who have not yet dared to choose, that those who activate their spiritual potentials, which are up to now moving in the engine of this matrix today, that they say yes to their true gifts, who were previously looking for happiness, peace, and freedom in the wrong life. This addresses people who are still unaware of their tasks and or who are wasting their strength and energy in the wrong life. It addresses people who are searching but are afraid of what they might find in the end. Addressed are the light bearers who hide their light, not out of shame, but out of fear of their own power. Today's session in Divine Light will give you the determination you need now. Today's bath in God's love will give you the strength you need for your decisions now. Today's awareness work in the grace of God will raise your vibration so that you can take stock of your life and make the right decisions. What you need now so that you can make your own decisions and live your divine spiritual purpose is now given to you, because what is important now is you. You can be the greatest gift or the greatest burden to humanity. You are a burden if you neither know nor live by your orders and scatter your pearls in the wrong place. You are a gift when you know your unique talents and when your whole life is realized through them. In the grace of God everything becomes possible. In the grace of God the individual reveals himself to humanity. However, God's grace can only become effective when people recognize and live their blessed missions. Is it now time for you to discover your missions and share your gifts? So follow this message to the end. Quality of questions. The most important key to getting clarity in life is the quality of your questions. Are you ready to ask the really relevant questions? Are you willing to accept any answer and incorporate the obvious into your life? Do you want to know who you are? What brought you here? Where do you come from and where are you going back one day? Then open your heart now, get ready to rethink and feel your life in a new way. Embrace the new and develop into the answers. Come. The biggest obstacle. Change is the biggest obstacle to people who have created a life that works but in which they are rarely happy. Being able to act in familiar patterns conveys security, provides support, and offers orientation. Even if these are in reality only imaginary certainties, the person holds on to them until they are saturated with the old life or so frustrated that an interchange becomes inevitable because it is life-saving. Anyone who doesn't want to let it get to that point or who has already reached this point is now invited to give up these conditionings, because the meaning of life is revealed to you as soon as you, a. You are willing to ask the right questions. B. You are ready to live the answers. If you are ready, today, here and now, you can resolve your fears of change with a request made deep in your heart. Are you ready? Then now ask the infallible divine light to release you from your fears of change. Please state your name here. I am ready to consider, acknowledge, and let go of my fears of change with all your strength, with all your power, with all your devotion. I ask the divine light to release these fears from my energy body. I am brave and I ask the divine light to encourage me. I'm thankful. Affirmation. I'm feeling better and better every day with the changes in my life. I'm feeling better and better every day with the changes in my life. I'm feeling better and better every day with the changes in my life. Repeat this affirmation over and over again until you feel that changes no longer scare you. Now you are ready to activate the second part of this healing and your life plan. Explanation. I state your name here. I am ready to accept the gift of my unique gifts. I am ready to live my meaning and give meaning to my life, from today and forever. Shuraja Om Isthar Om Break. You can say the affirmation and the declaration alternately. The important thing is that you strengthen your inner self with these statements until you become what you speak. There is no need to memorize every word or always think about the text you are speaking. The simpler you make it, the easier it is for these messages to flow into your subconscious and soul. Spiritual growth does not require memorization, but rather an inner understanding. Continue this exercise until you notice that you have internalized this. Now you are ready and the truth is on its way to you. Your subconscious no longer sabotages you and your soul knows the new path. You are receptive to the messages you need now to read your soul plan and develop your gifts. Read your life. Observe your dreams, observe your thoughts, observe the images that arise in your mind's eye in meditation. Watch as everything in life unfolds in favor of this realignment from now on. Notice how life moves in your direction. Inappropriate employment relationships, inconsistent relationships, real and imagined dependencies can and will dissolve now. What you have decided will go out of life, what you want to bring into your life will come into life. You commissioned God. Now everything falls into place so you can be who you are. Because of this awareness work, it is now important for you to begin to mindfully read the reflections in your everyday life, to welcome the changes and to allow yourself to be encouraged and inspired by the new energy. Will you hold on to the old thing when it's irresistibly tempting, or will you let go because you know yourself and see through the game? Will you choose the familiar conditioning or venture into the unknown world of divine providence? Will you waste yourself and your talents in this matrix, or will you spread your gifts onto fertile ground? You have a choice every day, either to affirm your decision or to walk away from it. The real work in God's vineyard consists in the daily care of your soul's missions, which means applying the gift of your gift in the spirit of the soul. What needs to be done practically? To swing along, move along, and help shape things. What is the correct setting? Let the events come to you. Pick up the ball when it is passed to you. You don't have to achieve anything and you don't have to force change. It all comes to you. Life moves in your direction all by itself. Immerse yourself in the river of life, even if you sometimes have the idea that you could drown in it. Courageously overcome your previous conditioning, live your own life actively and let life change you with joy. Then you have done everything that needs to be done. The message ends here, while the journey to yourself begins. So go and live your gift. With infinite love, Adama of Telos.